Hello everyone, I'm Kuma. Here is the first video of our new series. In this series, I will talk about some tips for players who are new to Fire Emblem Heroes. In this episode, I will talk about how to effectively level up your units and pay Tempest Trials for rewards. Let's start with the basics. There are two main ways to level up your units. In the Allies tab, under Ally Growth, you can find this level up option. Here, you can spend shards and crystals to level up. If you have enough shards and crystals, this is the quickest way you can level up your units. However, if you level up this way, depending on your units, you may not have enough SP for learning skills. You may still need to farm SP afterwards. The other method to level up is by defeating enemy units. When a unit defeats an enemy, it gains both experience and SP. These are only obtained by the units who do the finishing blow. Attacking without defeating a unit only gives a small amount of experience and no SP gain. Also, you cannot farm experience and SP this way on enemy units which are far lower level than your units. So how can we do this more effectively? We can choose maps with enemies which are easy to defeat, such that we can do this with auto battle. Also, do not worry about your units getting defeated sometimes, because they still keep the experience and SP they earned when defeated. In order to speed up auto battle, you may want to change a few settings. First, we have combat animations and support animations. You may want to set these animations to off in order to speed things up. Next, we have continuous auto. These control whether auto battle will carry over to the next map in multiple map situations, like Tempest Trials. Lastly, we have map no animation and auto no animation. These control animations of units' movement on the map during manual control and auto battle respectively. If you want the quickest auto battle experience, you may want to set auto no animation to true. For level 1 to 10, we can use the starting stratum and the first stratum in Training Tower. With only one stamina, it has 4 to 5 enemy units which are easy to defeat. For level 6 onwards, we can make use of special training. These maps have very weak enemies and lots of reinforcements, which are ideal for leveling up. When using these maps to level up, you may want to keep an eye on how quickly your units are clearing the map. If your units are clearing the map too quickly, it may stop reinforcements from appearing. If this happens, you may want to play on a higher level map or use a team with less units. Similar to special training, we have changed challenge normal difficulty. It's good for units of level 30 or higher. Also, if the Tempest Trials event is here, it's also very good for leveling. I would recommend using these maps for level 25 or beyond. Tempest Trials has tougher enemies, but you gain TT scores at the same time as you level up your units. Also, for units of level 30 or higher, there are two additional options. They are Grand Hero Battles and Rival Domains. Both of these are difficult to utilize. However, if your units manage to defeat at least one enemy in these maps, you can easily restart and repeat, as it costs 0 stamina. I do not use this for leveling myself, but some of you may find this useful. For team combinations, first, you want to form your team with units of similar level. If the level gap of your units becomes too large, you may need to edit your team. Second, you do not need a full team of 4 units. It's equally effective to have a team of any number of units, as long as you can defeat all the enemies. Next, use healers. Healers can gain experience and SP by healing. Just unequip their weapons. such that they are not competing with other units in defeating enemies. Your healer's level does not need to match the units you are leveling up. You can team up your units with healers of any level, and the healers can still gain experience and SP from healing. Lastly, you may want to put seals on your units. They could be very useful, especially defensive seals like coast defense and distant defense. Now let's talk about Tempest Trials. For normal players, we only need to aim at getting our scores to 50,000. A score higher than that only gives extra feathers, which are much less important comparatively. In order to effectively get TT scores, we need to have a bonus unit. Don't worry if you don't have one to start with. Tempest Trials almost always have one of the bonus ally as a reward. Once you get the bonus unit, level it up to about level 20 or 25. From there on, you can form a team with it to do the Tempest Trials. You can level up the bonus unit and get points from Tempest Trials, 2 birds, 1 stone. For the stages, I would recommend the 2 stages of hard difficulty, even if your units are at max level. The highest difficulty lunatic map is almost impossible to finish with auto battle, and for the level 35 lunatic map, comparing to the level 30 map of hard difficulty, its base score is only 15% higher. However, your teams will die more often on the lunatic map. This not only means that the final score will be similar, it also means that there are more manual operations using the lunatic map due to team switching. I would recommend only using the level 35 lunatic map on the first 2 of each day, where each unit gets bonus stat points and the scores are tripled. Team combination is not that important as we are only playing on the hard difficulty. But I have some tips on this too. First, use units which can counter-attack regardless of range, like Fiorm and Ike. Second, consider not to use armor units, or put at most 1 armor unit in each team. It's because the number of turns used is the most important factor in calculating the TT scores, and for many maps in Tempest Trials, enemies will stand still until your units enter the danger zone or attack a unit. So you want to make sure that one of your units get into the danger area as soon as possible. Next, use units with more bulk over gas cannons. Because we are running with auto battle, AI does not work very well on units which require a lot of positionings. Also, consider using healers. Healing can help a lot as your units need to sustain through the extended fight of multiple maps. And you may want to unequip the healer's weapons such that they would prioritize healings first. Last but not least, for both leveling up and Tempest Trials, just use some stamina potions when needed. This account I'm using should be about 3 months old, and I have already got 100 stamina potions. There are a lot of stamina potions given out on various quests. However, if you are really new to the game and used up your stamina potions, remember to check your Nintendo account. You can redeem platinum points for stamina potions, and you can easily get a lot of platinum points by completing the main stories. So that's all for my tips today. You can join my Discord to discuss with me or others. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel and leave some comments as well. See you guys next time.